Shout out to all my guys and goddesses checking out this video. I am C, the spiritual goddess, here with another video / Starlight report. Before we get into this video, leave me some dog emojis for dirty dog in the comments below. If you are watching this, today's video, we are going to be talking about Derrick Jaxn and Danae. Yes, gods and goddesses, recently they announced, or Derrick Jaxn announced, that the two will be splitting after I don't know how many years of marriage. They've been together a long time, child, but it's been a lot of drama. For those of you who don't know who Derrick Jaxn is, he is a life coach, quote unquote, or relationship coach. He's made his mark here on YouTube. He's had millions of views, videos that spread across social media. A lot of people look to Derrick Jaxn. He usually preaches, or he makes points for, I don't want to say on behalf of women, but he tries, his approach is more so, his audience is more so women, I would say. That's who he tends to be targeted towards. We're going to talk a little bit more about that a little bit later. Before we get into this video, a few announcements, guys. Right now I am having a 40% off sale, so make sure you guys use the code PRETTYBISH and use that promo code to save 40% off. Also, if you want to know how to book a reading and a little bit more information on my services, I do have a video that should be coming up soon, and it will be posted on my site, so make sure you guys check that out. Also, be sure to make sure you like this video if you want more videos like this, okay? All right, so let's get into this video, guys. I did decide to come on and do this. For those of you who, if you're new here, welcome. Hope you subscribe. But if you're not new, you guys know I don't really like to do videos on YouTubers, or like, you know, unless I get their permission and stuff. But we did talk about Derrick Jaxn on my station head. Shout out to my babies from the station head days. If you've been there, if you've been around since then, you've definitely an OG. When the news first broke about him cheating on his wife, first off, we didn't even know Derrick Jaxn had a wife. Let's start there. So when the news broke, I believe via Unwind with Tasha K, child, people were shocked. There was multiple women that came out. He really tried to clean up his image, apologize, and say different things. I do feel like his brand did take a hit. His wife did try to come out speaking, giving very much Bill Clinton and Hillary, you know, defending your husband, stand by your man, you know, definitely that. But you know what? I don't judge anyone for standing by their spouse. You know, some people say that can make your relationship stronger. I've never been there, but you know, I don't judge people too harshly about that, you know what I mean? But I think the reason why Derrick Jaxn got a lot of backlash is because it's one of those things, as we see with many gurus, many relationship gurus, whether it's the manosphere or the, what they call it, the divestment community, whatever those gurus, those internet gurus, relationship gurus, we find out that they don't live the way they practice. So I do have a few things to say about Derrick Jaxn. When I was meditating on his energy, I really do feel like we can get a lesson from this. What Spirit is telling me is Derrick Jaxn is an example of the fight between your flesh and ego versus your higher self. Let me explain. I feel like this is one key thing people don't get. Who you choose to date or entertain is a reflection of how you feel about yourself or where you're at in your life at the moment. To me, I know him and Denasia, they was together since high school. I feel like what she represents for him, Denasia was who he wanted to be at the time before he became Derrick Jaxn, the relationship guru. For him, if you look at a lot of their videos, they were very much into, I believe they were fundamentalists, that sector of Christianity. I don't know, guys. I didn't come from a Christian background, so I don't know. But they were very much lay hands on you, very much deep Christians, and I don't judge anyone in that. But what I'm getting is, I'm getting a sense when it comes to Denasia, and I hope I'm pronouncing Denea. I'm saying her wrong. Denea, and I hope I'm pronouncing her name correctly. I am getting a sense, while she does represent who he was before that time in his life, because quick man hack, ladies, men will date the woman they are, especially how they feel at the time about themselves. So what she represents is everything he was before. But once he start getting that popularity and seeing himself as who he truly wanted to be, he wanted to go elsewhere. Now, I am getting the sense when Spirit was telling me these are two people who like the idea of being married, but not the true meaning of being married. And I do see this a lot. That's why I say we can take this as a learning lesson. I see this a lot with young people, especially. And especially, not even just my religious people. This can go for my spiritual people too. Sometimes we have an idea of marriage, right? I've been married now going on 7 years, and I can tell you the biggest thing I would tell anyone before getting married is to really understand what marriage means. Understand what those vows mean, because sometimes we like the idea of being married, the idea of not just even being married, of having a life partner, but we don't like what comes along with that. I'm gonna tell you something. As a person who's in a marriage, you're gonna learn a lot about yourself. You will learn a lot about yourself being married, where you need to heal, and not even just married, in a committed relationship, period. When you meet your person, you're gonna know where you need to heal, what you haven't got over. It's gonna come up. You get what I'm saying? And the thing about it is, I feel like a lot of us, we don't understand what that really entails, what being married really means, for better or for worse. I also want to touch on that religious spiritual man, because Derrick Jaxn, I definitely am getting a sense, from watching his old videos, like him and his wife, y'all, they was like heavy. You could tell from his wife, they was like really heavy in the church, really heavy in the church. Like, I'm talking about one of those, like, they believe, if you go back to the videos, like, they believe in laying hands on people and different things like that, right? This is what I want to say about these religious men. And this is not just religious, this is spiritual man. And ladies, I do want to give you guys a warning. This is to anyone. A lot of people say, I have some clients who's into the church. They say they want a man that's into the church. I have some clients who they may be spiritual and they say they want a spiritual man. And I always tell them to be careful with that. Being equally yoked doesn't mean that y'all believe the same religion, believe it or not. That doesn't mean that y'all can actually believe two different things, but your core values is what y'all mesh on. I see the mistake that a lot of women make when they become spiritually awakened or religious. They try to get their man to do the same thing, or when they become aware, they go out into these places to try to find these partners, not realizing that the religious community and the spiritual community is a cesspool for narcissism, that dirty dog energy community. It's a cesspool for that, because you got to think, a lot of us, we come to those places, no matter if it's religion or spirituality, we come for healing. And there's a lot of trauma and baggage that comes with it. Everyone doesn't come, quote unquote, pure. And I don't really believe in that word pure, but guys get what I mean. I get with Derrick Jaxn and Danae, simply, they weren't equally yoked. My baby Mo said this on my Facebook page, and she said it's simple. It's true. They weren't equally yoked. I do want to say with Danae, what Spirit was telling me, I'm getting someone who definitely had a lot of grand delusions about their relationship. I do feel like that was one of the reasons why she fought so hard to hold on to this. I'm also getting a sense this is all she kind of knows. But what I do want to say, child, because I ain't gonna lie, I did get secondhand embarrassment for her when that video came out. I might put that video here, where she tried to call herself cursing everybody, how Christian Link, who spoke ill of her marriage, to break up her marriage the whole time he was breaking up their marriage, child. Anyway, I do want to say this, and ladies, take this as a lesson, okay? If your man mess up, if a man F's up, especially if he's a public figure, This is for all y'all who dating these public figures out there. Even if he messes up and y'all just y'all on Facebook, right? And let's say you decide that you gonna save your relationship. Look, you can't be on publicly windmilling when a man embarrasses you. He is supposed to be the one windmilling, not you. Do you understand that? He is supposed to be winning you back. If anything, you should not let him. First off, yes, you shouldn't let a man put you in a position to where you are windmilling, but sometimes things happen, right? You in a relationship. I'm not gonna be judgmental, but things happen, right? But the thing is, though, remember, he's the one that fucked up. So therefore, he's the one that should be windmilling. He's the one that should be trying to prove himself to you if you choose to take him back. I feel like that's where she went wrong. I also am getting a sense too, both of them wanted to sell a product. I feel like one of the reasons this relationship was over, they knew it. They both knew it. But I do feel like Derrick Jaxn also knows or knew that he couldn't keep hiding it anymore. He tried to hide it by selling the product. He tried to, and I definitely feel like I think she's holding classes. I feel like they tried to hold on to something that just wasn't real at the end of the day. This wasn't built on, I don't want to say it wasn't built on the real foundation, but I feel like these are two people who move beyond the relationship. Now, let's go ahead and get into this a deeper read, because I do want to talk about what Spirit told me. Derrick Jaxn, you need to watch it. I do feel like this is a woman scorn. Let's see what's going to happen next with Danae. I feel like this is a woman scorn. I feel like Danae is going through the grieving process of her relationship. A part of me feels like, one, either she was, I don't want to say blindsided, but once again, Spirit is telling me grand delusions of the relationship. I really do pick up someone who really tried to fight. But Derrick, I do feel like Danae is going to move on, but she's going to come for that bag. I definitely am getting a woman that's scorned. I feel like she's definitely, this divorce is not going to be an easy divorce. This is going to be a nasty divorce, guys. This is going to be a nasty divorce. I don't care how they try to spin it. I do feel like arguments is going to happen. We're going to see Derrick Jaxn. We're going to see the real him, guys. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys start to see him on the scene. You start to see him showing who he really is. We might see him partying, see him with a couple women. He's going to try to push this whole life after divorce and stuff. But what I do want to say, Derrick, you really need to watch it, because I do feel like your family life is going to take a hit. I am getting a sense what Spirit is saying. Don't be surprised if you see Danae talk out more, and she may try to use religion, like pray for my husband who's not there, pray these demons get off him. I don't know why I see her saying something like that. After that salvation bonded, child. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we do see and they have a lot of childhood traumas, what Spirit is saying. This is a childhood trauma playing out in front of our faces here. This is a repeat cycle when it comes to Derrick. Well, I don't know, I'm getting family curse vibes. But what Spirit is telling me is it's not going to be pretty. I do feel like Danae I'm getting woman scorn. She's going to come for everything, Derrick. So if you got any assets you trying to have, child, she coming for it. She coming for all her coins. This is not playing. Let me see. What healing messages does the Spirit want to give to both of them? Danae, this was meant to be a lesson for you, is what Spirit is saying. I don't know why I'm getting someone who uses, and this doesn't happen with religion. This can happen with spirituality, guys. You have to have a balance. Spirit is saying, Danae, you can't hide from the truth. Spirit is saying, though, this is a bigger blessing for her. I feel like her marriage was a mask for something she hasn't dealt with, is what Spirit is saying. Guys, I got the plot and energy. She is going to blast Derrick. Derrick is going to be blasted, guys. That man, if he thought he was, look, what Spirit is telling me for Derrick is living your truth, but don't run away from your responsibilities. I'm definitely getting a sense that, yes, his career will take a more hit. It will take a hit. But Spirit is saying in the long run, Derrick, you need to practice discipline. Derrick reminds me of those people. You see them all the time. Like, you seen those people who they be like, I'm healed. I'm healed. Summer Walker. I'm healed. I did all my healing work. But they got all their crystals. They talk about, they got their chakras and everything, but they don't do their shadow work. That's what it's giving me. And I'm definitely getting a sense what Spirit is saying is until Derrick learns to be disciplined, he's going to always have this same issue. He's going to keep running into this same problem. I also see another baby. I don't know why, Derrick. Did you get somebody pregnant? I see another baby for Derrick. I don't know. Spirit keep telling me woman with child. I do see him jumping into another relationship, but I feel like this is going to be the same thing. Yeah. When it comes to Danae, Spirit is saying, Danae, you really need to take time for yourself. You need to take time for healing. Spirit is telling you need to find a balance between. This is someone who doesn't have balance between their spiritual side and the physical. She needs to be careful, is what I'm saying. She's definitely giving me someone who can fall for a scam or a cult or some type of energy of that. She really needs to be careful with that energy, and she needs to find a sense of self, is what Spirit is saying. But yeah, guys, that's what I have there. It's definitely giving someone who doesn't have discipline, just like that TJ Holmes situation. It's the same thing, like TJ Holmes, a person who doesn't have discipline. A man that doesn't have discipline is a man that you can't depend on. That's you, and you need to run. But yeah, guys, that's all I have on this subject. I hope you guys enjoy the other videos I have coming up. Make sure you guys check out my Patreon if you haven't already. We will be talking about Cardi and Sweetie, Offset. We also will be getting into London on the Track, Shansia, and Ebony. I will be doing a healing clinic there, along with some other videos. Let me know what other videos you guys would like me to do. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this. Yeah, guys, and let me know, guys, do you guys want me to bring back my station head? I've been really thinking about bringing back my station head 2023. Let me know. If you guys don't know what station head is, it's a internet radio. I used to have a little show. I'm thinking about bringing it back. If I was to bring it back, would that be something you guys would download? Would that be something you guys would be into? Let me know. If you guys want to follow me on Station Head, my link is there. I will be changing my name though, but my the link is in the description box. So make sure you guys follow me over there, okay? So yeah, guys and goddesses, until then, all my guys and goddesses, don't forget to always rock your crown. See you in the next video. Peace. Yes,